Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 57 of my lower league management playthrough in Football Manager 2016 with FC United. And it is the youth intake day. Always get excited about these. Actually, it come up really quickly. I wasn't expecting it. I forgot about I did. I almost forgot about it, as I know, once you get promoted, like League 2, I know we're not really going to be getting anyone amazing because we have really basic youth recruitment and everything like that. Nothing really special. So, not really possible to get someone who's good enough for League 2 and beyond. But we get a couple of decent potentials, but nothing, I don't expect they're going to be amazing anyway. You take a look, Ian Hewitt, he, again, doesn't have amazing attributes because I have to compare him to our current players. And potential, he's probably not going to develop or even reach his potential anytime soon because he's a young player. You don't expect them. You can't expect a player. It's always, that's why with top teams, you can always, obviously not this guy, but if you got a guy with that kind of gold stars, he probably has decent Premier League potential or something like that. So, you could work with him over the years. But right now, he is probably not going to be good enough, even though he's probably our best youth intake player. And Ryan Williamson, he's actually got some decent attributes, it would appear anyway. Like his striker, 13 finishing, natural fitness, 18, really good. Report, again, you look at his potential, it says could improve a lot in the future, but he probably won't. He's probably we still have Henry Collins, and he's in the same boat. Not good enough potential. Like, he's not going to progress as we progress as a team. So, unfortunately, from here on out, we're probably not going to be signing up like youth intake players because they won't be simply good enough. Like, those two, if we're being honest, they're not even close to being called up, both with their current ability and their potential. So, just for this series, don't get too excited for this time of the year because we're probably not going to get anyone amazing in our youth intakes. So, like I personally, like I said, I wasn't really anticipating to be getting anyone amazing because I know it would be, very, very minimal chance. And people always say, like, I always get good youth intakes, but it's not always the case. Like, even the last couple of years, I've gotten decent players, but no one amazing. So, as you can see right now, we're holding on to 7th place. We're holding on to a playoff position. It's really important. Playoffs, I'm actually thinking about recording 2 games in this episode as well, Scunthorpe and AFC Wimbledon, so we can really play these important games in the latter stages of the season, because we need to fight, because we haven't won it, I say won it, but I mean, won that playoff position. But also saying that, we're still in contention, probably up to 2nd, and even mathematically 1st, but you can't see Newport or us reaching Newport anyway. But there's a lot of teams vying for that as well. It could go either way. We could still not make it. It could go, both ways. We could drop out, we could stay in the playoffs, or we could maybe get an automatic promotion place, which would be very, very exciting. And again, as you can see with the finances, we're definitely not close to improving the youth facilities and youth recruitment. For me, again, training facilities, we did that. So I probably won't even do that for a while. I'm going to focus saving the money and, spending it on players, really, like first team players, because that's what we need at this point in time. Once we get to the Premier League, we can start maybe then focusing on it. So, as I said, probably won't be a focus on the youth intakes for the coming seasons. But guys, right now, Jamal Fifield is not too happy. He says, "You've got a history of breaking promises to me and I've had enough of it. This is the final straw. I want to transfer to a club with a manager I can trust." And this is coming from a backup player. Keep this in mind. I told him I'll play him in some games and everything like that. He's had 7 starts in the league, which is not terrible. I know it's not regular, but he is a backup player. So you look at his form, he's had a couple of starts in recent times, and I think that's enough for what you would say a backup player would expect, wouldn't you? And he played well, so I thought he would be happy. You can't expect to start every single game as a backup player. So we'll go back to speak to him. What is he going to say? I'm going to have to let you go if that is the case. I'm not really sure. Like, he's good as a backup. He's excellent in that role. What are we going to say? I've got no intention of letting you leave. Technically at the end of the season I do. So, I'll just say, I'm going to have to let you go if that's the case. I don't want to risk, maybe him being more unhappy. So he doesn't, talk to other players and want to start troubles. because yeah, he's mad anyway that I wasn't playing him, so there's no risk in that. I wasn't going to make him happy again, that's for sure. So, yeah, we're going to leave it like that. And also, we sent Lee Collins out on loan, maybe to get some match fitness. It was only for a month as well, so he could come back soon. He can play all along the back four, which is helpful. But don't forget, yeah, we've got Richardson left back. He's going to be the mainstay there. And because we're getting later in the season, we still have a few games to play, but majority of games you have a week break. Just not in, not this, in this episode anyway. 3 days apart from each other. Oh, I might as well, of course. You probably want to see the recent results. I did lose a game as well. We did go on a run after that really poor 6-0. And I remember back when I uploaded that episode 6-0, a lot of you guys were saying like tactics were bad and everything like that because of one bad result. But again, I fixed. I didn't really change too much. Like I said, it would have just been one of those games. I think it would have been one of those games where I conceded a lot, from set pieces and like crosses and everything like that. The drill. But then we went unbeaten, mixing some wins and some draws, some good form for our expectations as well. Don't forget. Like I've been really realizing that in recent games and just as a whole over the season. Most teams I play have some really good players. Like, I look at these teams, like, I analyze them and like, oh, I wish this guy was in my team. He looks absolutely amazing. But we did eventually lose. Run came to an end. But last 2 games, pretty impressive. Well, we had some good players. Like, George Grant is he's just absolutely killing it right now. I posted an image on Twitter when he was, going up in his attributes. It doesn't show it now, but he was, like, just a couple weeks ago in game. And Notts County, that was a big game. I'll show you. I'll go into one game maybe, like, specifically. And Blair Adams actually got 2 own goals, but we're probably going to score. It's like one of those situations. If the defender doesn't get an own goal, like, your player will tap it in himself. And I thought we were going to win. Well, we did end up winning, but they got 2 late goals. Curtis Thompson scored 2 times when we went ahead by 2 goals, we were ahead by 2 goals, and I just felt like, those goals were going to come, and they come really quickly, but then luckily Jack Phillips was able to score just before injury time, and we were able to get the 3 points against they're one of the teams I talk about, like Notts County. They're doing really well this season. We click on them, they're 6th in the league, but they got some amazing players. Like, you look at their key player, Scott Loach, he's like, as a goalkeeper, just look at that current ability, and they've got more players, with that kind of rating, really. A good signing, that's what I mean, with League 1 quality players, and we were able to beat them. So, every time I get a win in this division, we're overachieving, really. We're winning games we're not expecting to, so I'm really happy with that, especially against the teams like Notts County away from home. It is now time, guys, for the first game. It is really, really important. Both games in this episode we are going to play. We've got to get the results, really, and to show me that we can do well this season. We can actually get that promotion. We need to show we can do really well against teams like Scunthorpe and also AFC Wimbledon. They're around the mark so far this season. But also you can see, actually, Will Norris has got the equal most clean sheets, but I haven't played him in recent games because his training levels have dropped. So regardless if they're performing well, you have to be that way with your players. If they drop their training levels or performance levels, you have to keep note, because then they become complacent, and you bring in a guy like Alex Palmer who hasn't done half bad with 7.1 rating in 5 appearances. So he's put in a good shift, and he's a youngster that can only get better. So what can you say? And he hasn't got a bad ability, as you can see. He's all right. He's alright, considering his potential ability as well. Could be maybe around League 1 level, so that's exciting. Playing Thompson as a target man now, that's actually his best role, what he's most suited to. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs in that role. But I've been training it with him, obviously, and playing him in the last few games, last few weeks, going towards a month now. So hopefully, we can see some impressive signs from him, a bit more consistency as he's dropped that recently. So let's head straight into the match. So guys, first highlight of the game is about 17 minutes in. Let's see if we can create an opportunity. Will be a great time to score, to be honest. So Madison cutting in, finds O'Driscoll. Oh, it's hard to say if he should have finished there. The goalkeeper looked really well positioned, because that was a great ball. O'Driscoll was in a great position, but also was the goalkeeper. Well, that was a great save. Richardson. O'Driscoll, play it through. Thompson. That was maybe a half chance, but he got through. He had a chance one-on-one with the keeper in the end and couldn't finish. 2 clear-cut chances already. But we'll go into half-time now and give a bit of a team talk. What are we going to say? We can still come out of this match with a win today, boys. Not amazing reactions. We'll try some individual or positional team talks. I'll just say I'm looking for you to make the difference. Yeah, the whole team. I'm looking for every single player to make the difference in the team. So there we go. Hopefully hopefully one player can come up. If we play like that, we haven't been dominating, well, 100%, but we have created a couple of decent chances. So hopefully we can do so in the second half, even if it continues to be the same. A draw wouldn't be terrible, but at home, you would like to win these kind of games, because I want to show we can actually... Sure, it's all good and well getting in the playoffs, but if you don't win, like, what's the point? So, that's really important. We do have that opportunity right now. Madison! Oh, this Mayas, I'm not sure how to say his name. The J makes it difficult. I'm pretty sure you don't pronounce it, but either way, he's performing well. It's a really good save. And now they have a corner, and they almost scored. That would have been so disappointing to concede. But actually, they've had more opportunities. But for whatever reason, they haven't showed on the highlights. It's not like I'm editing them out or nothing. But they haven't actually showed... They've shown more highlights for ourselves. Maybe we've had the clear-cut opportunities. So we've actually had better opportunities than they've had more half chances. But Marcus Madison, I've noticed he's been getting on the ball a lot, but he hasn't really done too much. So we're actually going to bring on Alfie Potter and use him as an inside forward. Just change the player, change up the role, and maybe just a single change like that could actually make the difference. And we will actually go attacking here because I feel as though we could score. Especially if we go a bit more attacking and also in... okay. I was going to make an instruction change as well, but we'll go through this way. We'll take out the play out of defense. We'll take off that instruction, play a high defensive line, and same with the tempo. We'll increase that and we'll go route 1. We'll be more attacking because we got to look for that goal. I want 3 points here. Also, a notable performance today. David Stevens at the back, 7.1, our captain for today. So he's obviously putting in a good shift as captain, as you would expect for your captain to do. He's been a decent signing this season, like I showed you. Maybe just to rejig your memory. If we go to history, his first season in the game, he was in League 1 with Coventry and had a magnificent season, like 7.26 rating, his best season. So he can compete at League 1. It's not like he's older now, but not too old. He's obviously still improving, which is crazy. He's 28. That's a great age, probably an age you'd play at your best. Really, 27, 28, you should be playing still your best football. But I think we're doing well, I would say, restricting them. But both teams have had opportunities. Simon Thompson, it's a bit troubling for him at the minute. So we're going to bring on Chris Barker. And I don't mean just in this game. I mean every game, he's not really producing. It's hard to expect on a young lad, And obviously, there's a lot of expectation on him with that Premier League potential that he does have. If you're viewing my videos and you're new to them, to this series specifically, he's got potential to be a Premier League striker in the future. So, obviously, high hopes in him. But sometimes you're going to see that inconsistency in young players. And I might as well go for the third sub. Who is anyone? No one has been outstandingly bad. So, Jack Phillips. Could we take Craig Eastman, drop a defensive midfielder out and bring in another central midfielder? That could maybe help us. We'll just have to see. Jack Phillips, we'll just add him as a central midfielder as well on support. That's his best role. Both him and O'Driscoll like playing that role. And Grant as the advanced playmaker. Still a fairly creative midfield now. So I have faith in you in Barker. And same for Jack Phillips. He's been a good player for us. Yeah, that's what, like, I don't think we've really, maybe Jack Phillips, but he hasn't been ridiculously, like, for a central midfielder, you can't expect them to score every single game or something, but I don't know who my legends are of the save so far. To you, who are they? I don't think there's been, because they have to be at the club for a certain amount of seasons. Maybe Sam Minahan, a little bit reliable at right back, but yeah, no one outstanding. For me, like Jack Phillips, Sam Minahan, but as consistent performers more than anything, but I wouldn't say legends as of yet. Not sure who you would say, but maybe George Grant is heading that way at the minute. He's been really, really consistent. One of our better players this season, but I'm just going to say I'm happy with the performance. There were some positives. Because again, this can't. I still got to act the way where we can't be expected to get promoted this season. Like, I feel as though there's going to be a season where we're not going to be getting a consecutive promotion. Like, there has to be, because we need time to improve the squad. So if we don't end up getting promoted this season, I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm going to go. I'll head into the next season with optimism, 100%, because we have opportunity to improve our team and maybe head for a top 3 finish if we don't end up finishing in a playoff position and we don't win in the playoffs. So we'll just have to see how the rest of the season plays out. So guys, it's that time of the season now. There's always going to be a few players unhappy with the promise not kept when you say you're going to play them more throughout the season. But the problem is you need a decent sized squad, and there's going to be players going to be unhappy, which is disappointing. Like Axel here, his first team, so you're not surprised on this occasion anyway. So what are we going to say to him? When we last spoke about my lack of regular football, you promised to play me, but you failed to give me the games I need. I'm going to have to leave the club if I'm not... well, how long is his contract? See, he's got a contract. I gave him a 2-year contract because I saw upside in him because he's 22. It's always a trouble with those guys who are probably not the best player right now, but they've got potential to be so. Like one of your better players in the team. So now what do you do? Because there's always these players. So, what are we going to say? I'm afraid that circumstances change. I'll have to say that because, show a bit of patience. Maybe. Okay, got a good reaction. I'll take that reaction, but I'm still going to have to give him a go. But yeah, looks to have great potential. Like, he's still a strong defender, and he's really slow, so he's a bit mixed. So, yeah, I saw a lot in him because when we signed him, obviously, he's still a fairly young player. He's 22. He was 21 when we signed him, so you could see some development in him. And now, guys, second game of this episode, AFC Wimbledon now. They're a pretty decent team this season. They're in 5th. They're still going to fight, and we could still, if we get a few wins in a row, for top 3, most definitely. Let's see, Jack Evans. Is he decent? He's got a bit of potential in him. He's on the... we've got scouting him already. Do we have him on the short list? No, we might as well. But yeah, he doesn't look absolutely amazing, attribute-wise. Anyway, don't forget, Football Manager, they're the sponsors for AFC Wimbledon, so who knows if things will go in their favour in this game. Do they have any injuries? How things... Yeah, they've got a couple defensive injuries. Maybe will be... Or Peter Shelby's only played 4 games for the season, but Ashley Smith-Brown seems to be their main left-back or right-back. He seems to be playing left-back anyway, so he'll be a miss for them because, yeah, he started... just as much as any other player, more. Look at that. All the starts, 41. Starting every... Well, not... Yeah, I don't know, every single game. Like, he hasn't been subbed. Like, every game he's just started. Yeah, seems to be a consistent player for them. So, either way, and you look at their recent form, they actually haven't been the greatest. They haven't won. Or to me, it's going to go either way. It's either that they're due to win one, or we can capitalize on their poor recent form. Because they were on, ridiculous form before that. They were winning heaps of games. So, it's an interesting factor, which way it could go either way. And I'm really intrigued to see which way it will, in fact, go. Because we could be in the playoffs once more. We've been fighting for that all season. But you got to give credit. But the thing is, we've had to rotate. And I'm going to give 2 guys that asked for more playing time. Even Billy Simpson, you didn't see that. But he wanted to play more as well. He got a bit better reaction. I haven't broke a promise yet to him. Now he's kind of saying he wants to. It's hard. Billy Simpson, was he? I wouldn't know. I don't know if he was a key player last season. He played a lot. and was consistent. But yeah, it's one of those things, again, when you get promoted, you've got to try and improve the quality, and we did, like guys David Stevens and Alice. And yeah, it's hard. It's hard to play those guys in a previous season. But we're going to give him a go. They want to play, so hopefully they can actually show that. Billy Simpson and Andresen. And even Tom Pearson, who's playing, like, as always, you look at his rollability, it doesn't look good at all for this position. But he is good. He is good. Look, 8.3 in the last game he played against Morecambe. It does suit him, his attributes, regardless of what the rollability says. I am trying to train him into that kind of player. So, obviously, he's natural as a right midfielder, but he's got the accomplished as a right back. So, yeah, he's accomplished to play in that position. That's the way I like to see it. But yeah, this time we'll go into the team talk. What we'll say, we're going to say, yeah, avenge what happened last time. Obviously, they would have got the wood over us in the previous game. So let's get into it. And obviously with this game, I'd be pretty content with a draw, but 2 draws in a row, like in this episode, I want to win at the same time. And if it was the playoffs, we'll have to score goals against these other good teams, and we had actually a great opportunity. Those kind of half chances we need to see, yeah, it goes down half chance. Yeah, we need to take those. And now they will. Oh, what a double save! Triple save! Oh, Palmer. That's why I've been playing him. Look at his rating just boost up. That shows his quality and that just individual piece of play. Can he save again? And he does. Oh, no. Here comes another opportunity. Palmer. Oh, I was scared. That looked like it almost went in. But obviously, yeah, he held on to it. Did really well once more. But you almost feel as though it's going to be a matter of time. Eastman now. We're dealing with it. We're dealing with it though, but even for ourselves, it's hard to create opportunity. So maybe after halftime it might be a bit too late. But Palmer, he's dealing with it. We have to say something though, 100%. We'll say passionately and concentrate, focus. But if we can get to halftime, and then we can regroup. We can regroup at halftime and go into the second half and maybe be a bit better in a way, because they've created a lot of opportunities. We had one good chance and that was about it, but they've been dominant. Jack Evans there picks up a yellow card. So what an effort from Alex Palmer. He's kept us in this game and gives us the opportunity to get something from it in the second half. I'm still going to say I'm not happy with the performance, but I hope the goalkeeper doesn't get a bad reaction, because he's fired up, thank you, because he was amazing. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. His performance, 7.5, but you take away the number, take away the rating, what he's actually done. Obviously, that indicates he's had a good game, but the saves he made, that's amazing. It's amazing stuff, and signs that he showed. Obviously, coming from a Premier League club in West Brom, was it? Alex Palmer? Yeah, West Brom. And he played one game, so obviously he would have got some experience from that. But if we are actually going to go on and win this game, we probably need to alter something. We'll go higher tempo, and again, direct passing. That seems to be the change I make every single time. Play out of defense. You're probably away from home, a match we're not dominating. We'll change that up. And we'll just leave it for a bit before we make a personnel change, before a substitution. Okay, Chris Barker has picked up an injury, so we'll take him off. I was thinking of that anyway. To bring on Simon Thompson, so we'll just make that change there. I don't generally make the change this way, but either way. Target man, confirm and give team talk. Simon Thompson assertively, no pressure on you, and he is relaxed. Let's see if he can score a winner for us. Okay, maybe an opportunity here. Pearson. See, he won the header. He's actually decent defensively, like how he actually plays, if you just don't look at the numbers of attributes. But here comes an opportunity. Richardson, Thompson, and what a substitute that is. Simon Thompson comes up with his 13th goal of the season, and maybe other striker Barker getting injured was a blessing in disguise. But as I said, I probably would have made that substitution anyway, bringing a fresh striker on, and it is 1-0. Oh, this is so crucial now to hold on for the rest of the game. But that 1-2 between Potter and Richardson, Kieran Richardson, just a pinpoint cross. Thompson had the easy thing to do there. any striker should be able to finish that. I wouldn't say any player, maybe a defender will stuff it up, but yeah, like that's what they train. They know, and in games, and they would have had that experience before being in that position. Yeah, it's just like a training drill for them. And I wasn't sure about starting, well, I wanted to start him, but I knew his condition was a bit lower, Kieran Richardson. That's why I put Jamal Fifield on the bench, just as extra cover in case his condition goes down a lot. Marcus Harness. I was thinking, because Pearson, he could alter. We could change him up. We could play him right midfield. But if we had a right back, if we had Minahan on the bench, yeah. But unfortunately, that is not the case. So, again, I'm just... Actually, in a way, I can do that. But the opposite side, we're going to bring on Dominic McHale. Maybe not expected for me to do that. But Alfie Potter... We'll bring on Alfie Potter. I was thinking of something to do. I was thinking maybe Jamal Fifield left midfield, and we could Richardson, the left wing, but drop it to left mid. But no, I'll keep it how it is, because we're playing well like this at the same time. They're big decisions to make, really big decisions. Because again, Dominic McHale's got that potential in him, still championship to be a good championship player. So he's obviously got potential in him, and if we give him chances. That's going to be the best opportunity for him to reach that. So he looks happy coming on. He's got a bit of pace as well. That's the kind of player you want to bring on. Just to update you guys on him, if you forget how he looks, he's got 13 pace, 11 acceleration, the 11 dribbling as well. See, look, 5-star potential. So, and he's from Manchester as well. So to be FC United of Manchester, I think it's the right club for him to be at. Obviously, came through Man City. So, but now I desperately want to hold on to this. So I'll even go tighten up. Let's, come on, hold on to this. We worked hard to get in this position early. We relied on our goalkeeper, Alex Palmer, to make the saves. And unfortunately, he didn't have a great goal kick, but we did win it back, which is good. Can we finish this? Harness, go on. Oh, decent shots. We've been actually pretty decent in the second half. Probably have been the better team. Richardson, he wins it. Phillips shoots. Andresen. I guess you got to be happy with the two centre-backs we brought in. I was a bit scared to do that actually, but they've both performed. Come on. Get a second. Oh. I hope they don't counter and score from this. That's what I would be scared of. But Shea with the goal kick. We've got to win this header, Richardson. Well done, Richardson. But they do win it back. It's Samuel. Samuel takes the shot from range and never, ever look likely. It actually looks like they're out of ideas, if we're being honest here. So a final change. Maybe, just maybe, we could bring on... it's hard to take off a bad player, like Marcus Harness, but it's not really a defensive change that we would be making here. So it's interesting, the move we could go for, but I think I want to add an extra defensive midfield. David Stevens can actually play defensive midfield. Instead of adding another centre-back, I'm not sure about playing 5 at the back, we'll add David Stevens and we'll take off Jack Phillips. Because, again, George Grant, he's just too good. He's playing a great game, furthermore. Stevens, what's his best role as defensive midfielder? Ball-winning midfielder. I know it's not his best role, but he's good defensively. I just hope he can do something with that. And because both wingers we have, I'll be careful. I'll just drop back with our fullbacks. We'll just play a bit more defensive now. We have to limited fullback is a better role for Pearson, so we'll do that. Oh, this is big, and Grant will drop back. Support. And also, we'll go a bit more defensive. Counter? I think we'll go on counter. I don't want to go contain or defensive or time waste or something like that. We'll drop deeper. And we'll exploit the left flank. Clear the ball to flanks as well. And with that, we'll change to wide width. Be more disciplined as well. And hopefully that will go well. Yeah, I'm happy with those changes to be a bit more counter style of football, because we've got the lead now, and I just hope we can hold on to that. and be rewarded for this really good performance from us today, but we need to continue it. It needs to be a 90-minute performance, not a 73-minute performance, especially when you are just leading 1-0. And once more, I don't know, like I've said, like tight mark, but I was thinking to say concentrate, but in my experience saying concentrate, I sometimes concede after it. So yeah, I'm just going to say I'm not going to add any other instructions because we seem to be playing out the game here. We seem to be playing it out. Oh, this will be a really big victory. See, we have to fight for these wins. It's not like we run over teams or something like that. Oh my days, this could be a highlight. This could be a legit highlight for a goal because there was like 50 seconds left. Oh, not like this. Yeah, late in the game. But we could hold on here. That was, again, really well defended. Maybe we could be the team to score, or it could be nothing. I've given up. It's not going to be. They just want to scare me. Put a little bit of a second thought into my mind. But we seem to be holding on. Just defend this once more. We look to be. Andresen, they stepped up. The two centre-backs coming in today. They showed why they want to play, just to make it difficult on me as a manager. Kieran Richardson was really good. But we fought for that win. And that even tells me, like, going to the playoffs, like, we could have easily conceded. Maybe even 2 goals in the first half. But goalkeeper, he stepped up. He probably deserves the player of the match equally as Kieran Richardson, who's been really good for us. And we move up. We go ahead of AFC Wimbledon there, beating them. So that just shows you how important that result was. But as I said, going into the playoffs, like, it's not guaranteed winning. Like, a performance like this, sure, it was decent, but we had to rely on our goalkeeper saving us in opportunities. But who knows? Maybe the impossible can happen. So as you can see there, Chris Barker picked up a little bit of a bruised shin, so he's going to be missing for 9 to 12 days, so not a major injury. Thompson set for a goal bonus. He would deserve it. So he's 1 goal away from 10 league goals for the season. It would be nice to just see. I don't care if we pay him extra money. I know we're in the red, but yeah, we're still going to be in the red anyway, so it's not a major thing, as I would imagine, especially if we get promoted. Again, being in a higher division, more money will be coming in, but obviously that will be very apparent once you get to the Premier League. So that's not something that's crucial right now. For me, the crucial thing is keep continuing how we are, and maybe drop in the comments how many more games should I show for the rest of the season. What games would you like to see? What games do you think are important, are crucial? So yeah, leave your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the very next episode.